Hello everyone and welcome to Adventure Time Episode Review. This is a show where I review various Adventure Time episodes. Let's dig right into this. Today's episode is sponsored by a table. LOL! But in all seriousness, this episode is going to be about the episode of Adventure Time called Breezy. Well, start off with, Breezy was an okay episode of Adventure Time. I could do without all the singing and all that, but it was alright. I was a little shocked that Finn was getting depressed again over Flame Princess, and we haven't seen him depressed since he was depressed about Princess Bubblegum, and then he met Flame Princess, which was well over a year ago, I believe. There was a lot of strange things that happened in this episode. Like, Finn started to show some, growing maturity. Like, he started to kiss a lot of princesses, but he called it making out, but whatever. He's a kid, he'll learn. But yeah, Finn's starting to get some game, and, proud of him. About time he grows up a little bit. I don't want him to go into an adult just yet, but teenage Finn's okay. Part of me believes that Finn is kissing girls just for the sake of kissing girls. I mean, he kisses the ugly crab princess who doesn't even have any eyes, which is disgusting. And he kisses LSP. Why? It's disgusting. Finn, y'all. Anyway, so yeah, Finn's just obviously going through like a phase or part of the breakup grieving process, I suppose, and that's just his way of dealing with it. Yeah, I mean, the episode started off kind of sad, but it started to get a little bit happier, I suppose. And, let's talk about Breezy. Breezy met Finn while Finn was walking home from a clinic, and she saw his flower and she wanted to pollinate it. And throughout the episode, she's constantly trying to get to it without Finn realizing what's happening. I was a little depressed that there wasn't a whole lot of Jake in this episode, because Jake is my favorite character, and I think he's absurdly funny and hilarious in every single way. But, yeah, that made me a little upset. But I suppose I can forgive them for not having a lot of Jake, because this episode is focusing a lot on Finn's situation rather than Jake. So, it's understandable, I suppose. Near the end of the episode, Finn and Breezy come across a small hive of bees that recognize Breezy, and they see that she's not in her home, her hive, and they threaten to do something about it if she doesn't get back there, and she refuses to go back, so they start attacking Finn and Breezy. Breezy then jacks some royal jelly to transform into some sort of ultimate bee form, whatever it is. I'm not completely understanding. It looks like a humanoid, so it's a little strange, but whatever. Later in the episode, Breezy begins singing to Finn, and that somehow brings Finn's arm back. The flower rejuvenates itself, and it turns into a tree, because we all know flowers grow into trees when they're fully grown. I mean, that's basic science. And, then he rips back the bark from the tree thing that he grew on his arm, and underneath it was his arm covered in a bunch of sap. So, yeah, everything makes sense. So overall, I think this one wasn't as funny as many of the other ones. It was a lot more serious, kind of, and it's kind of a love story too, in a weird way, between a bee and a flower. Ugh. But, it was alright, but I usually enjoy many of the other episodes much more, though. And yeah, I think that's it. So, this is my first episode review, so leave a like if you enjoy it. And on that, I will end this episode of Adventure Time Theory. Peace out, guys.